Andrew writes to me and he says, "Hey, Paul, I see the Eemians series as something Crichton-like, as in author Michael Crichton. Sadly, the late Michael Crichton. God, he was a young guy. I think he died of prostate cancer, which I had and was lucky enough to find a good surgeon who got it out in time. But yeah, and Crichton was one of my favorite writers. I loved Michael Crichton's writing. He did really good stuff. What was it? The virus one, the Andromeda strain. That's a good book. But my favorite, of course, the classic Jurassic Park, right? So you're not purporting to claim this actually happened, like Crichton didn't, but presenting a fictional story that could have happened. I've said this before, but the more I hear about this, Eemians, the more I'm looking forward to it. Well, thank you. And I think that's a pretty accurate description of what I'm doing. Yes, I believe that there is a likelihood that an technologically advanced society during the Eemian period, 100,000 years ago, did exist. I actually think there's pretty good reason to think that is reasonable. And did it actually happen? Well, of course nobody knows, and nobody knows that it didn't happen. But I think that's an excellent way of putting it. The Andromeda strain, for instance, Crichton's great book, if you've not read it, a virus comes down on I guess it was a meteorite or somehow some piece of rock from space came down, and this was a pretty nasty virus that came from space, and people say, wow, it couldn't. Actually, it could. We have found viruses living in permafrost for millions of years, viruses living in the vacuum of space. I mean, it's entirely possible. So yeah, it's very much like that. And well, Jurassic Park, as strange as that may be, with what we know with CRISPR and with the DNA strands, the idea of taking ancient DNA and recreating it is not so far-fetched. It was a great idea. And Eemians, the Aurora Project, when you read it and you have a chance to read it, I think you're going to find that it is very much Crichton-like. I don't purport to be anywhere near as good a writer as Michael Crichton, for goodness sakes, but it is a stimulating, fun read that I think people are going to say, wow, I hadn't thought about that. So yeah, but mostly, like Crichton's books, it's just a good read. So, Andrew, thank you. That was a very astute observation, and I appreciate it. If you have a question that you want me to answer, go to our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and type in Eemians, E-E-M-I-A-N-S. And I suppose if you're actually watching this, you're on the channel. And if you could, do me a favor and subscribe, because for subscribers, you will be the first to be notified when the free book is ready, so you can read that book for free, The Aurora Project. All right. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.